So you
show
can't
me
answer
the original Injil and the original Torah. Show me in the original language it was revealed in.
So
show me, please.
Let's establish. Adnan,
Show me.
Let's establish.
And read it to me.
Let's
I can
establish.
show you the Quran.
Oh, there we go.
Let's establish that
show
you
you the
lie.
Quran.
And read it without looking at it.
No. Don't ever put lie. Don't ever put lie in my mouth.
Okay, show me where it says it. Show me where it says it.
Don't ever put lie in my mouth.
Show me where it says the Quran talks about Torah and you be lost. Show me.
Exactly. Vote against you.
You said it's not preserved.
Exactly.
I said to you.
Did you say that? You said it's not preserved, which means we don't have it. So if we don't have it, okay, according to what standard are you saying?
Prove it to me that it has been preserved. In Islam, there's a principle. There's a principle. There's nothing that you have to. The proof is on the claimant. So you prove, you believe that it is.
Don't ever touch me again. You don't know your religion.
Go and show me where it says. Show me Injil in the Torah. Show me.
Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, watch this. When you open Surah 545.
I already mentioned it.
We're gonna die.
Touch me again.
Open Surah 545. All right. Okay. I'll read it.
We're here to debate. Yeah, but he's trying to attack me.
Please. I don't want to talk to you.
So easily debunk him by saying this. Watch this. Calm down. Let me answer. Let me answer. I am answering you. I am answering
Answer my
you.
question, Daniel.
I am. Listen.
Answer my question,
Then
Daniel.
listen.
So look, this is my question. This is my question.
Then listen.
Listen to my question. I said to you, you said I can't prove that it's not been preserved. Okay, you can't prove to me it has been preserved.
Wait, calm down.
And then I'll
Calm
believe.
down,
I'll believe you.
Adnan.
Go on.
Calm down. Calm down. Adnan,
Your friends are
we have established. No, Jesus is my savior. We have established. Adnan, listen. You want me to talk?
I'm saying to you, if you say he's a savior, if you say that he's a
Why is he diverting?
Exactly.
Why are you diverting? Tell me why you diverting. Tell me. You don't have an answer to that. We have established that you cannot show me from the Quran that the Torah and the Injil are not preserved. We have established that. Yeah?
Exactly.
Now watch this. No, you can't show me. You can't show me. Surah 5. Watch this. Surah 5. This is. I'm going to your authority, and then I'm going to go back to my authority to prove that my Torah is preserved. Watch this. Surah 5.
The Torah is preserved.
45. Watch.
The Torah and the Injil.
My brother here doesn't want me to talk because he's going to get exposed. Calm down. And in it we have prescribed for them a life for life, an eye for an eye, a nose for a nose, an ear for an ear, a tooth for a tooth. This is what the Quran says about the Torah. Surah 5:45. Where did the Quran get this from? Let's check the Torah. Exodus.
Don't panic. Let him speak.
Exodus.
Let Daniel speak.
Chapter 21.
Okay.
Can you listen?
No problem.
Anna, listen.
Let him finish.
Anna, listen.
Let him finish.
Anna, listen. Listen. Exodus. Okay, calm down. Are you gonna listen?
Don't worry.
Muslims, stop heckling and listen. Exodus chapter 21, verses 23. But if there are serious injury, you are to take life for a life, eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand, foot for a foot, burn for a burn, wound for a wound, and bruise for a bruise. This is in the Torah. The Quran got this from the Torah, but it's denying its authority, and Adnan cannot show me that the Torah and the Injil are not preserved according to the Quran.
Okay, so it says.
So no, Adnan.
Okay, no.
Adnan,
You had your 5 minutes to
I didn't
fame.
finish.
You done your bit.
I'm reading what your Torah says.
Wait for him to finish. Wait for him to finish.
Adnan, calm down. Yeah?
Go ahead.
You don't need interrupt.
You're just talking.
You have to wait.
I didn't finish.
You have to wait.
You're just talking, my friend.
finish.
Be patient.
So the Quran clearly says what Exodus chapter 21 verse 23 says. That's the Torah. Yeah? So my brother here, in humanity, not in faith, in humanity, he says to me Torah and Injil are not preserved.
The gospel.
According to what authority
Exactly.
are you saying? Unless you are the Mahdi or you're Allah yourself,
Yes.
then I'll probably believe you, but you're not. I can see you're a complete human being. So show me in the Torah, and in the Quran, sorry, where my book is not preserved.
Okay,
And by the way, when I'm talking, he's not listening. So he's not going to answer it. Watch. Let's watch.
Hurry, ask him.
Let's
What
watch.
question did he ask?
Okay.
What's the question?
Bro, cameraman, bro, what, you on their side as well?
I can debate you.
Up to the cameraman. Bro, cameraman, why you debating the cameraman? Bro, cameraman.
Why you debating the cameraman?
You said to me, this is what you said earlier. You said to me, I can't show you in the Quran where it says that it's been preserved or not. Yeah. So I've got the ayat now. Yeah. It says, do you?
Can I do the janazah?
So I'm a liar. You called me a liar. Remember, everyone. This guy called me a liar. You're next. He called me a liar. You're next on jizya. You're next on jizya. It says so. Just take. Do you convert that they would believe for you?
Wait. What chapter and verse? Tell me what chapter and verse.
You have a law. You have a law to apply jizya.
I'm not talking to you.
Do you have a law to apply jizya?
Why you
I'm answering.
You're seeking attention. You want
You have a law to
attention.
vote jizya.
heckling Ali.
Do you vote jizya?
He wants attention. Someone give him attention. Adnan, which chapter and verse is this?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Surah 2, ayah 79. Is it? Is it? Is it yes or no? Surah 2, ayah 79.
It says,
yes or no? Because I want to read it. I want to read it together.
Let me talk.
I want to read it together. Is it Surah 2?
It says, do they convert that they would believe for you while a party of them used to hear the words of Allah and then distort the Torah after they had understood while they knowing. It says, do you convert that they would believe for you while a party of them used to hear the words of Allah and then distort the Torah after they had understood it while they were knowing. Stop.
Chapter and verse. Give me the chapter and verse.
Surah Baqarah.
He wants a specific janazah.
Verse.
Give me the verse as well, specifically. 279.
I knew you were going to go to 279, and that's going to refute you.
So you knew your own janazah?
What? It's going to come back on you.
You're in trouble.
It's going to come back on you.
Just 2 verses below this.
And what are you doing?
It's funny that you need 3 Muslims to debate one Christian.
To get one surah.
Yeah, one Christian.
Especially the attention seeker.
Are you guys a Trinity now? Are you a Trinity now? You're a Trinity.
I want to hurt you.
Yeah, Allah, Manat and Uzzah. That's what it is.
3 idols.
Manat and Uzzah. Come on now, read.
You're heckling and your bad words and your bad speech. You know, let me tell you something. In your Bible, does it tell you to
Changing topic.
bad names?
I'm not calling you bad names. I'm calling you what your Quran says.
No, you called me an idol.
Yeah, Surah 53:19. I'm talking about
When you
Surah
worship idols so much, you think everyone's an idol.
Now, stick with the topic.
Carry on.
I was answering Ali Dawah on Trinity.
So what I'm saying to you,
stick with the topic.
You said I'm a liar because I can't prove it. I've just proved it to you now. So
You
have
haven't.
it.
You're lying again.
Another one. Another one.
Surah Baqarah 79.
Wait, I don't understand. Do you need these people
Read it.
to back you up here? I don't get it.
So it says, so woe to those who write the book with their hands, then say it is from.
Can he speak, man?
Yeah, let him speak. Come on.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're disrespectful, my friend.
I'm not talking.
You're very disrespectful. You're
Justice. You
disrespectful.
see?
You're very
Don't listen.
Can he speak, man?
He's
Let
trying
the
to
brother
twist it.
speak.
He's trying to twist it. No, it's not to do disrespect.
So woe to those who write the book with their hands and then say this is from Allah, so they may gain a price. Then woe to them with their hands have written, and woe to them what they have earned. So you said to me, where does it say that? It says that it's been corrupted, brother. That's where it says it. So that's number one. Now before you said, no. Before you said, and now this is where we're gonna go with now. I said to you, we believe as Muslims in the what? In all the books that was revealed, and we believe in the final book that was revealed, which is the Quran. Yeah, which is, and then you used an ayat saying an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. My friend, even if the Quran does say it, we're saying that the Quran is confirming the books that came before. We're not denying the books that came before. You're the one who's denying the book the last book.
Your statements are
Let's give him a round of applause for the effort, though. Still.
Let me just say, let me finish with this. Before you call someone a liar, make sure that you know what you're saying, because you knew already the ayah already. You said, oh, Surah Baqarah 79. So you're a liar. You're covering up the truth. Done. Good night. You're gonna win.
Run! Bye-bye! Carry on.
Adnan cannot debate.
Carry on.
Adnan cannot debate because he only wants to talk what he wants to say, and then he goes away. Now, you're coming back.
You know what? And now he
came back now. He came back now.
funny.
No, respond.
You're not getting nothing.
Respond.
You're scared. You know why? Are you scared?
No, respond. It's your turn. Go.
He's scared.
Okay, you know why?
According to the Quran.
No, you know why? Yeah? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Yeah? See Donny A. Yeah? Let me tell you something. I record, but record it. Don't try to look it. Listen. Let me tell you.
Why are you on the camera?
Stop.
We know you're lying.
Stop. You know what the shame? You know what the shameful thing is? Stop. You know what the shameful thing is? Stop.
The Holy Spirit's not in you.
Don't look.
Chill. The Holy Spirit's not in you.
You really ran away and now you're coming back. So why did you come? Can you let him respond?
Chill.
Brother, why are you so respond? Let him
It's very clear. I'm going to talk to my camera.
No. You know what? You went and came back. You're not done.
You didn't do anything.
No, I'm going to say my war statement.
You did not say anything. No, you lied completely. And you're going to lie again. Listen, Surah Al-Baqarah 79 does not say Torah and Injil is corrupted. This is what it says. This is what it says. Muslims are always deceiving and lying in the park. Let's expose it. So woe to those who write the book with their hands and then they say this is from Allah, that they may sell it for paltry gain. So woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for what they earn. Where on earth does it say Torah and Injil? Where?
I'm gonna run away.
Okay. No.
I haven't finished. Now's your turn. Go.
Another thing is,
Go on.
No heckling. He doesn't know what to say. One second. Watch this. Okay, go on. Who's he talking about? One second. One second. The
Ali,
Why is he interrupting?
What's the talking about?
Why is he interrupting?
What's
Why is he interrupting?
the talking about?
Why is he interrupting?
Adnan, give me permission.
You're not God, gives to humanity, bro. You're not special.
he's going to give him permission because he can't handle it.
You're going to listen?
I'm going to listen. He's interrupting.
Ali will make it worse for you. He doesn't know.
This guy comes in, it's going to be worse. This guy doesn't know anything. No, you don't want to talk.
You said it's going to make it worse, so let's see if it makes it worse. Come on. Because you're a liar. I want to prove to you you're a liar. I want to prove to you you're a liar. I want to prove to you you're a liar.
1 second.
You knew the ayat, you knew the verse, and you tried to cover it.
1 second.
You know there's an ayat.
Every single Muslim quotes this verse deceptively.
Let me say one thing.
So I want to show that you are very deceptive, and I'm going to show the truth.
No, let me say something.
Amen.
And Jesus is the King.
Amen.
And Lord.
Amen.
Repent from your Islamic religion.
It was quite entertaining.
You want to come in and give me my eyebrow? You want to come in and
Let me say one thing. No, I just want to say one thing. Please, just one thing. There's a story, about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when it was about a Jew, and it was talking about the Jew committed adultery, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, in your book, what does it say about the thing for adultery? And the Jew, he put his hand on the verse and he said, it doesn't say stoning, And then one of the Muslims that was a Jew before, he moved his hand and said, look, right there it says stoning. Just a minute ago, you done the same thing. You knew the verse in Surah Baqarah, but you tried to hide it.
What are you talking about? What was the point?
Come on, stay. Stick around. Come on, stick around. Don't walk off.
That's what you show you.
Okay. There you go. 1 second.
Finish.
1 second.
I hit it.
1 second.
I hit the Quran. I hit the Quran. So Allah could not save it. I hit the old Quran.
1 second. When Allah says, when Allah says, okay, it's between me and him. When Allah says, you're going to make things worse. No, don't worry. We're going to do a mass burial today. 1 second. You know what? Of course. You know why? Because you know it's night for you, brother. When I come in to see you.
When you say night, it does not mean it's night.
That's why you don't want me to speak. That's why you don't let me speak.
Adnan.
Bye-bye.
Adios, amigo. Done. Adios.
You make Islam ridiculous.
Okay, come on.
He goes ad hominem. All he's doing is personal attack.
I'm
You lose debate. You make Islam look bad. Your jacket is this. Brother, I don't care. Okay, Ali, I'm a guy, bad guy, I'm ugly.
The debate started with Adnan, not Ali. This guy heckled in. He heckled in.
There you go, yeah? Okay. He goes, where does it talk about the people of the book, the kitab, yeah? Okay. So woe to those who write the book. When Allah refers to the book, what comes to mind? When we hear the book, when Allah says the people of the book, who's Allah talking about?
Okay, Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah.
Brother, one word,
Ali Dawah.
Don't
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go? You're gonna go?
You're gonna go. One word, night.
Book, is it 2 words or 1 word?
Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah. You said you're going to show me the tafsir. You didn't. Yeah?
Look at this guy.
You didn't read the tafsir.
What does book say? What does it mean?
Sir,
What does it mean?
people of... Okay, watch this, yeah? People of the book and then book are not the same thing. Yeah?
Nice try.
People of the book means Jews and Christians. So, in his own standard, yeah? If book means Jews and Christians, why does Surah 5:47 talk about the Quran as the book?
Okay, 1 second. So are you telling me 1 second?
That's
So
it.
you're questioning yourself.
That's it.
So
the Quran is
don't
corrupted.
Come in here
Exactly.
knowing what you're
Exactly.
saying. Wait, before I go
Exactly.
on,
Exactly.
this is Surah 15, 19 to 19. I am gonna stick to it. According to him,
Stick to this verse.
if the Quran says
Yes.
the Torah and the Injil are corrupted, they're corrupted. You have to stay consistent. If the Quran says the Quran is being torn into pieces, then the Quran is torn into pieces.
Yes.
Let's read what it says. Surah 15, ayah 90. Even as we sent down on the dividers, Surah 91, who reduced the Quran into pieces. So the Quran in pieces now?
Is that supposed to be like a...
No, it's not.
'Cause you didn't get
I'm
any of that.
serious. I don't need to get any of that. So it's the Quran in pieces.
Whoa.
Okay. It's the Quran in pieces.
Exactly.
I'm giving you 2
The only
points.
thing is in
answer.
pieces is you right now. Okay. Ramadan special.
You have not said anything. How can you be in
Ramadan
pieces?
special.
3 months. How can you be in pieces? You haven't said anything.
Anyways,
Islam is pieces.
Guys, listen, yeah? He's saying,
Yes, how can he be in
he's saying
pieces?
that Allah also refers to the Quran as the book. Yes, but when you talk about it in context, are you telling me the Quran is saying, so woe to those who write the Quran with their own hands and then say, this is from Allah? No, it's talking about the people of the book. So when Allah says here,
doesn't.
and the tafsir of this verse
Show me
is
the
talking
tafsir.
about the Jews who used to distort it. Look,
Whoa.
they
Talking about
say-
the Jews. Can you show me the tafsir? I need that one.
Yes.
Look, do you know the Jews? Do you know the Jews believe in
Can
the
I
Torah?
speak? Can I speak?
No, you can speak. But wait, you know the Jews believe in the Torah and the Talmud. So is this talking about Torah or Talmud?
Brother, you know it's very clearly that it's talking about the book. Woe
I
to
know
those
clearly.
who write with their own hands. Who does this? You're.
Talmud is written in
Did
their
I,
own
did I
hands.
interrupt you when you was
Talmud
talking?
is written in
Did
their
I
own
interrupt
hands.
you when you was talking? No.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so learn to
Yeah,
be
you did.
silent.
Well, how did you come in here
2 ears,
when
one
I'm
mouth
speaking
for
to
a reason.
Adnan?
Okay. Adnan, when now I'm talking, okay? I don't know why you're so stuck with that. Okay, let's move on. You got to move on in life.
Listen, you're gonna have your own
New
janazah.
opportunities. No problem, we'll see. So when it says, so woe to those who write the scriptures with their own hands, who can Allah be talking to? Who has Allah always been talking about? The people of the book for what? Doing what? Always distorting, always changing. Like the brother said, when the verse that you're talking about where it says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, who is he talking about there? He's talking about the Jews who came to the Prophet and they looked into the scripture and said, damn, we're in trouble. Because over here it says, the adulterers have to be stoned to death. So they're like, you know what, we know, we'll find a little exit. How? We'll go to the Prophet, Muhammad, they didn't believe he was a prophet. We'll go to him and let him judge, yeah, so we can escape our the Bible, yeah, the Old Testament. So they went to the Prophet and the Prophet said, why are you coming to me? What does it say in your book? He said, open it. And what were they doing? They were covering the verse. And he said, move your finger, like my man, you need to learn that as well, yeah? And they said, what does it say there? The boss punishment for adultery. He said, stoning. He said, stone them to death. So, you come in and using this argument, you don't understand. You're using it against yourself. Here it's clearly talking about them changing the scriptures, covering the scriptures for their benefit, their own benefit. So when Allah's talking about this verse here, so woe to them, who is it talking about? Let's say, okay, not the Christians, not the Jews. Who's it talking about?
Are you finished?
Yeah.
You finished, yeah?
Answer this question.
It's very, very funny how Ali Dawah talks without reference. He hasn't
Don't
given one
interrupt.
reference.
Stop heckling!
No heckling. No heckling. That's it.
Don't heckle with him! Stop heckling! Stop heckling with him!
No heckling, mister.
I know in Islam you don't have patience.
Brother, please.
Brother, please.
Where you were talking
Yeah, Ali Dawah said.
Allow him.
Ali Dawah said.
Even Ali Dawah said.
Ali Dawah said. For the sake of Ali Dawah, just keep quiet.
So why is he telling you to be quiet? You're not quiet. Come on, man, be quiet,
It's
man.
very funny that Ali Dawah blabs on without Ali Dawah without a reference. Surah 279 is talking about the Jews writing with their own hands, but it does not talk about Torah or Injil or Talmud. It doesn't. Now it's an onus on you. The honor is on you to show me the proof that Surah 279 is referring to the Torah. However, let's read the context of Surah 279. Let's start from 77. Do they not know that Allah knows whatever they hide and whatever they disclose? And among them are the illiterate who know nothing of the book except hearsay and only make conjecture. Now, it's the people the problem, not the book. You see this? This is what the Quran says. But Ali Dawah conveniently ignores Surah 278 and then he talks about his own tafsir. I think he is like a scholar or something. Are you a scholar? Yeah? You need to show me reference. Ibn Abbas, Ibn Kathir, Al-Jalalain. Show me reference. Don't just talk from your own mind.
He's a YouTube scholar.
Surah 2, yeah, YouTube scholar. Surah 279. So woe to those who write the book with their hands and then say this is from Allah. What book is Allah talking about? Oh, is he talking about Talmud? Is he talking about Torah? Quran or Injil? What book is he talking about? The Quran is not clear. So you go to the tafsir and it's about the Jews. Yeah? But the Jews believed in the Talmud and the Torah. So how do we know this is about the Torah? How do we know that? So answer the question clear and concise. Show me the reference where this is referring to the book of the Torah.
Very good, very good.
Finish?
I am.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the question I asked was this, yeah? If Allah is not referring to, because Allah's not going to refer to the Quran, because it's contradiction. If Allah said, woe to those who write the Quran with their own hands and say this is from Allah, it's the contradiction. So he's saying, prove to me, Ali, that he's talking about the Christian and the Jews, yeah? I'm saying arguments, saying no problem.
I didn't say that.
You said
no heckling,
prove-
no heckling.
You said no. I allow it. You said that how is it? Where does it say Torah or Injil? Did you not say that to?
Torah and Injil.
Exactly. So then why are you saying you didn't?
I didn't say Jews.
I mean no, the Torah and the Injil.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying if Allah is not talking about the Quran, come talking about the Quran, no problem. The only book that we know that was sent before is the Zabur, the Injil, and the Torah. So if it's not talking about the Quran, you tell me, okay, it's not the Torah, it's not the Injil. Who is it talking about? Who's Allah talking about? And then when he made a point, he said that it's not the book that's corrupt, it's the people. Did he not say that?
I didn't say that. That's what 78 says.
Okay.
I just read what 78 says.
So the 78 not
Allah
say
said that, Allah
that
said
Allah does Allah say that it's the people that are corrupt, yeah? Okay,
your book
so
says,
can the book corrupt its own self? Who does it need?
Allah's wrong.
Okay, let's repeat that again. Can the book corrupt itself? Can the book say I'm gonna...
Ali just...
You're gonna repeat my name a lot. You're gonna repeat my name a lot. Don't worry.
Therefore, you're not using
Don't
your
worry.
brain.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
He's got
yeah?
gun to his
Okay,
head.
we'll let people decide. Yeah. So the people are the ones that do the corruption. The book cannot say, hey, like John chapter 73, Mark 11, it doesn't belong here anymore. Yeah. Or this verse, it doesn't belong. The people do it. So who's Allah talking to? The people, because the people are the one that's changing it. Yes. And like I said to you before, the tafsir of this verse is talking about the Jews.
Show
yeah?
us.
There was. Who were the first Christians? That
Show us the proof.
They were Jews.
Show us the proof.
Okay.
No proof.
I'm getting it right
No
now.
proof.
Without proof.
But you tell me, if it's not talking about the Torah or Injil, who is it talking about? Who else does Allah mention in the Quran? Does it talk about the Hindus? Does it talk about their scripture? No, it doesn't. So my question is this: the argument's sake, it's not the Injil, it's not the Torah. Who is it talking about? Answer.
Okay, it's very, very clear, yeah? If I concede this debate, saying this is talking about the Torah and the Injil, if I concede it, yeah, I lost. However, there's a problem in the Quran if that is the case. It's not the case. I've proved that it's not the case. It could be about the Talmud or the Torah, we don't know. But if that is the case, there's a problem in the Quran. Surah 3, Ayah 3 clearly says the Torah and the Injil is revealed from Allah. Surah 18:27 says no one can change the words of Allah.